What's up, my crypto legends? In today's episode, we'll be checking out the BTC US dollar pair here, potentially forming a shoulder, head and shoulder pattern, and we're going to break this neckline to the downside. If we do, there is going to be a great buying opportunity around this area, and also the Ethereum US dollar pair and the Link US dollar pair to see if we can see any trading opportunities. And also, if you're interested in trading, guys, make sure to check out the PrimeXbt leverage trading platform. If you use my link in the description and you use Bitcoinsensus as promotion code, you'll be getting 50% in addition of what you're going to deposit. You deposit $2,000, you'll be getting $1,000 on top of that to trade with, guys. Only for experienced traders. Goldman Sachs brings back Bitcoin trading desk as the firm sees crypto market becoming more mature, and CBOE kicks off Bitcoin ETF clock with VanEck filling. All of this in today's episode. If you're getting value out of this content, make sure to subscribe and smash up the like button. Let's go straight into the video. Hello there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus, where you subscribe for the quickest technical analysis and news on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and the financial markets. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't buy or sell anything that I say. And if you do so, do your own research. And said this, let's go straight into the charts. As you can see on the 15-minute chart, we can see that we are potentially forming a shoulder, head, and shoulder pattern here. If we break this neckline, we are potentially going to come all the way down to the $46,000 range if we get the top of the head to the neckline, and from the breakout, if we do break out, we would go down to the $46,200 range. So this would be a great buying opportunity. We might even wick a little bit lower. As you can see, I have indicated here this heavy support area. We have multiple points of touch there, also consolidation right there. So we might come back down this area, and this for me, I do not want to short this shoulder, head and shoulder pattern. I want to come and buy here at lower levels, because if we zoom out, we have broken out of this descending wedge, and this is extremely bullish. So I do believe that we are going to continue to the upside, and if we come back down these levels, this is going to retest the top here of the resistance of the descending wedge and also the support area. So potentially coming all the way down here fast, and I do believe if we do come down, we will get bought back up again to continue to the upside. Another scenario, in my opinion, that could happen is that we do not break this support area and we continue from here to the upside. As you can see, we have major resistance area, which is there, multiple points of touch. So I do believe the next stop would be the $51,500 area. So we might not break down from here and just continue to the upside. I wouldn't trade anything here unless we do break this resistance area with a decent amount of volume down here and then come back down, retest support, maybe a potential buy order to retest this as a double top. Let's take a look at the Ethereum US dollar chart. On the 1 hourly chart, we can see that we have a similar situation as Bitcoin. We formed this descending wedge. We have broken out to the upside and we are hitting major resistance. As you can see, multiple touches there as support. We broke below it. It was resistance, and now we are struggling to get above it. If we come back down again, I do believe that this area is going to be a great buying opportunity to place a swing trade, in my opinion. If we do break above this directly, and we'll come to retest this other resistance here. As you can see, there's multiple touches there, another one there. So this is also going to be major resistance. I think a good buying opportunity if we break out this area where we're at now with heavy volume. Well, then once we come back down and retest the support, a great buying opportunity to place a long and do a double top pattern here. This is the short-term technical analysis that I have for Ethereum. Let's check out the Link US dollar pair. Yesterday, I mentioned this potential bump and run pattern that was formed here for the Link US dollar pair. As you can see, we touched there a couple of times and then we had this cascade fall, and then we are retesting the resistance and we managed to break out of it, still coming down, but now it looks like that we are going to start an uptrend. And also what I mentioned yesterday was this inverse shoulder, head and shoulder pattern. We were just breaking out of it. And I did mention this was going to be a great trade if we retested the neckline. If you watched yesterday's video, you know what I'm talking about. As you can see, we did see this in the short term I mentioned, and I just mentioned it when it was already breaking out. But as you can see, we have the inverse shoulder, head and shoulder pattern there. And I did say from the head to the neckline, from the breakout, we would go to the 27.7 levels, as you can see. And we did actually come back down and retest the neckline and managed to go back up again. So this was a great trade. Congratulations if you did get this trade. Now we can see that we are struggling to get above this resistance area. As you can see, we have multiple points there. We have one there. We have a wick down here, but we have a nice consolidation face there. Also one here. And now we are struggling to get above it. If we don't get above it, we might come all the way down to retest this support area. As you can see, we have multiple touches there, touched on the chart. We have a few there. We've got an important one there and also there. So if we might come back down and retest this support area, I think it's going to hold nicely so we can come all the way back up. No trading opportunities I can see for Chainlink, but you could actually risk to place a buy order if we come back down and retest the support area to place a long to potentially form a double top pattern. Another potential trade for the Link US dollar pair would be breaking this resistance area to the upside with a huge amount of volume, and once we come back down and retest the support, maybe place it long to look for the double top pattern. Guys, let's take a look at this news. Goldman Sachs brings back Bitcoin trading desk as the firm sees crypto market becoming more mature. Global investment bank Goldman Sachs has brought back its Bitcoin trading desk and will start handling Bitcoin futures next week. The firm is also reportedly exploring the potential for a Bitcoin exchange traded fund, an ETF, and plans to provide a crypto custody service. The crypto desk will be within Goldman Sachs' global market division and will serve as a market maker, buying and selling on behalf of clients but not actively managing cryptocurrencies itself, according to Forbes. The bank is also exploring the potential for a Bitcoin exchange traded fund and has issued a request for information to explore digital asset custody, the source detailed. Currently, North America has 2 Bitcoin ETFs recently approved in Canada, and they're getting the third one approved very, very soon. As Bitcoin continues to outperform other assets, more companies are seeking to gain exposure to the cryptocurrency. For example, the Nasdaq-listed MicroStrategy announced Monday that it had purchased approximately 328 Bitcoin for $15 million in cash and now holds approximately 90,859 Bitcoin. Moreover, 42 companies now collectively hold more than $65 billion worth of Bitcoin. Former Goldman Sachs CEO recently warned, "If I were a regulator, I would be kind of hyperventilating at the success of Bitcoin." Meanwhile, Goldman's current global head of commodities research said that the Bitcoin market is beginning to become more mature, calling the cryptocurrency a retail inflation hedge. There you have it, Goldman Sachs crypto desk and looking for a potential Bitcoin ETF in the future. Let's take a look at the next news. CBOE kicks off Bitcoin ETF clock with VanEck filling. The Chicago Board Options Exchange has officially filed to list shares of VanEck's Bitcoin Exchange Traded Fund. CBOE filed a form on Monday, formally announcing its intentions to list and trade shares of the VanEck's Bitcoin Trust. The form kicks off the legal review period that could lead to the first Bitcoin Exchange Traded Fund in the United States. The SEC still has to acknowledge it is reviewing the application before the first 45-day clock begins. Within those 45 days, the SEC has to either approve or disapprove the application or extend the review period. The SEC can extend the review period up to 240 days before it has to make a final decision. Historically, the SEC has rejected every Bitcoin ETF application, including previous effort by VanEck. Industry participants say a Bitcoin ETF will allow retail traders to invest in a regulated Bitcoin product without needing to invest in the cryptocurrency directly. Institutions may also be more willing to invest in a Bitcoin ETF than in the cryptocurrency for compliance or reporting reasons. While a Bitcoin ETF does not currently trade within the US, Canadian regulators have approved multiple Bitcoin ETFs over the past month. with one seeing close to $1 billion invested by retail traders within the first few days. The approval of a Canadian ETF is likely to signal that the SEC will approve one in the US this year as well, said a Bloomberg ETF analyst. Guys, it is inevitable that the United States will approve an ETF this year, guys, in the next few months. This is going to be it for today's episode. Make sure to check out the Bitcoinsensus website. We've got great tutorials, guides, and reviews on how to buy, how to store, how to trade Bitcoin safely. We've got the latest news and technical analysis, so I'll be leaving a link in the description so you can check it out. And if you haven't seen the best tutorial of the Dudex leverage trading platform, I'll be leaving a video popping up on your screen right now. A massive thank you for tuning in. Make sure to smash up the like button on your way out, and I will see you in the next one.